Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Danelle, and today we're going to talk about WorldCoin and X. So, as of the time of this recording, Bitcoin is down just a tad, just under 2% at $29,335. And you can see that in the top 10, the coins have come down just a tad over the last 7 days. And as of time of this recording this week, we see that XRP is starting to come back down a little bit after its meteoric rise last week. And then we also see that Cardano is down 5%, Solana is down nearly 5%, and Tron is still hanging in at number 10, a newcomer to the top 10 recently, and it's up 2.56%. And we'll get to Dogecoin as it is up over 11% this week thus far, and that's basically been from earlier this week related to X, and we'll get to that in a moment. So first off, let's talk about WorldCoin. So there's a lot of chatter regarding this new cryptocurrency as well as this new mission from Sam Altman and Alex Blania. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I'll just say Blania. Sorry if it's mispronounced. But Sam Altman is also known for being one of the co-founders of ChatGPT, which is the AI language model that has taken the world by storm over the last 7 to 8 months. So anyway, WorldCoin is a cryptocurrency that just launched this week. And as you can see here, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if successful, we believe WorldCoin could drastically increase economic opportunity, scale a reliable solution for distinguishing humans from AI online while preserving privacy, enable global democratic processes, and eventually show a potential path to AI-funded UBI, which is Universal Basic Income. So there's a mouthful just in that sentence alone. So basically what they are attempting to do is be able to distinguish between artificial intelligence, because as we know, it is growing rapidly. It is one of the buzzwords, not only in the world of investing, but just generally speaking with regards to anything related to tech. Because a lot of the major tech players, particularly the Magnificent Seven, which consists of the Apples and the Googles and the Metas, for example, Amazon, they are all incorporating artificial intelligence in their services that they're providing to consumers. So in that, there could be a danger of artificial intelligence being able to mimic or mock humans. So what WorldCoin and what this team is trying to do is find a way to distinguish between actual human beings and AI. So the fact that we even have to get to this point is kind of scary, actually, but this is the way that we're going. I don't know if this is necessarily the solution. As you'll learn now, is that one of the ways that they plan on being able to differentiate between a human and AI is that they have something called an orb. And as you can see here, after visiting an orb, it's basically a biometric verification device. And I'll show you a picture of it in a second. But basically, you'll visit the orb, it'll take a snapshot of your eyeball, and they're able to get that biometric verification that you're an actual human. And then it's supposed to be anonymous from what we understand, which is going to be your world ID. And this lets you prove that you are a real and unique person online while remaining completely private. So some people are skeptical as if it is actually private, because it is, at the end of the day, still taking that biometric data. So it still remains to be seen whether it's something that could be hacked and whatnot. But there's already been stories of the verification process not being very secure. So there are definitely a lot of skeptics when it comes to WorldCoin. And so right now, if you get this World ID and you have to visit an orb, it has to get scanned. You have to get scanned as a human being. You get your world ID, and then once you get this world ID, then you're going to be able to have access to the world coin, as well as some of the other attributes that are going to come with this world app. As it says here, as the global distribution of orbs is ramping up, because right now there's a few around the world. I don't believe there's any in the US yet, and partly because there's a lot of regulation, or I should say there isn't a lot of regulation in the United States when it comes to certain cryptocurrencies, and so there's still a lot of companies that are hesitant to do business in the United States because, as they say here, the rules are less clear. So there's some orbs around the world. So they have, I believe, over 2 million people so far who have gotten their verification and have received their world ID. So WorldCoin, as it says here, is an attempt at global scale alignment. The journey will be challenging and the outcome is definitely uncertain, but finding new ways to broadly share the coming technological prosperity is a critical challenge of our time. And it says, we hope you'll join us. So here is a picture of what the orb looks like. So as you can see here, they are these silver balls that you look into. It takes, I guess, a picture or scans your eyeball, and that is going to prove that you are a human. But from what I've heard, that people have tried using animals like a frog eye or a dog eye, and also they were able to get a world ID. So obviously there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to actual verification of humans. And there is some issues so far, at least with regards to their security protocol as well. So a lot of people have a lot to say about WorldCoin, but it definitely has been a news topic in the cryptocurrency world over the past couple of days since it released on Tuesday, July 25th. And if we look here on the chart, you can see that the cryptocurrency, which is, I believe it's traded on Binance. Yes, so Binance and KuCoin. It can also be traded on the decentralized exchange Uniswap. And it jumped up as what normally happens when a new coin comes out, especially if it has a little bit of hype behind it. And then it's come down immediately, really within hours after it came out. And it looks like it's settling in, at least for now, at around that 235 range. But if you look at it, the fully diluted market cap, that is, if all of the tokens or all of the coins were to be placed into the marketplace, right now at $2.35, they would be worth, the market cap of the entire world coin would be worth over $23 billion. And that would rank it very high. If you can see here, it would be ranked number 6 or really 7 in the cryptocurrency market cap of all cryptocurrencies right now. So a lot of people also have issue with the fact that there are over 10, or there is exactly, 10 billion world tokens or coins, and they have only distributed about 1% right now. There's only about, I believe, 1 billion outstanding of actually, it's less than that. It's $109 million. So you can see only 1%. Only 1% of the total circulating supply is currently in circulation. And so that could be a problem, because as soon as there's more tokens and there's more coins that come out to the market, that forces more pressure onto the price of the entity or the token, and that's going to dilute the value of the shares that are currently out now. So there's already an issue there, just in the fact that only 1% of the circulating supply, of the total supply, is out right now. And there's been rumblings as to how much have actually been delineated for investors and the team. So normally with regards to companies and startups, there's a small percentage that can be held for team members and for early investors in a particular company. And usually there are rules as to how long they have to hold their shares or tokens before they can release them out into the market. But in this case, it's still very unknown as to exactly how much, what percentage of these 10 billion world tokens are actually out there right now that are being delineated specifically for the team and for the investors, early investors. From what we hear right now, there's upwards of 13%, which is a very large number, because once they get those tokens and they put those out into the marketplace, once again, as I was mentioning, the more that come out into the marketplace, the more shares, that's going to cause dilution of the shares that are currently out now, and that would put pressure on the price and likely lower the price. So We are staying away from WorldCoin. Definitely going to keep an eye to see what happens. I'm not sure when exactly all of these tokens will be released, but it is obviously a very lofty goal that Sam and his partner Alex have. So we'll definitely continue to keep you posted. And if you don't know, Sam, as I mentioned, was the co-founder of ChatGPT, which right now is the number one well-known artificial intelligence language model out right now. And a lot of people may not know OpenAI, which is the company behind ChatGPT, was also co-founded by Elon Musk. He was one of the first investors in OpenAI, allowing them to put in the work to create ChatGPT. They had a falling out. And so now Elon is off to do his own thing when it comes to AI with relation to Tesla. And we now see that X, as we transition, is the new Twitter. So X is now the name of Twitter. If you go to twitter.com or x.com, it will route you to this page and you can sign up. It still says sign into Twitter, so it doesn't say sign into X. But according to Elon, X is going to be basically like an all everything app. And he believes if done right, it can become half of the financial system, which is once again another very lofty goals. But obviously Elon Musk, with all of his endeavors, has done fairly well. He actually was one of the co-founders of PayPal, which, as we know, is a financial services system and payment platform. And so he does know a little bit about financial services. So it'll be interesting to see what X turns into. From our understanding, you'll be able to do all types of things with X, not only be able to showcase and be able to consume different types of media, but you also will be able to do commerce on X, as well as have different types of services available to you in the finance realm on X, whether that be investing and whatnot. But we did see that Elon Musk has also once again put in a tweet that had the Doge symbol next to the X symbol, meaning that there's a possibility, and a lot of people are speculating, that Doge will be incorporated into the X platform. So there may be ways that you can tip creators and be able to exchange cryptocurrencies or funds from one person to another, and you'll be able to use potentially Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies. And so that's why we saw that big bump up of over 10% of Doge. And so you can see here, Doge had surged 9% at the time of this article on July 25th because he hinted at adding crypto payments to Twitter, aka X. So we're starting to see what is happening with relation to artificial intelligence and the melding with the cryptocurrency world with WorldCoin. We see Doge seeing a bump up. Elon was the main reason why Dogecoin had such a major run up, going upwards of, I believe, 70 cents. Let's go to the all chart here. I mean, look at this. This is what you call a rocket ship. So there was no doubt that it was going to come down. And of course, we had just a major correction in cryptocurrency in general going into 2022. But as you can see, in May of 2021, it went as high as 55 cents. I actually think it was higher than that. I think it just closed at around 56 cents, but I believe it gotten up to around 70 cents at an all-time high. So we're seeing a little bump there, but this is definitely going to be a story to follow, just artificial intelligence in general and how that's going to affect other emerging markets when it comes to NFTs as well as cryptocurrency. So make sure you stay tuned here to Networkchain. We appreciate you listening and we look forward to linking up with you soon. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.